Estate planning is a task that people tend to put off since we don't like thinking about our own death. However, dying without having your financial affairs in good order risks leaving your heirs with some significant problems. Here are 8 things you can start doing right now. Don't go anywhere. This is Scott Weiss, CFP.
Financial life on track. Put up another percentage. You think you're a smart investor?
Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm Scott Weiss of Weiss Financial Group, where you can join me to learn more about retirement planning and smart investing. In this video, we'll be talking about 8 things you may want to accomplish this year regarding your estate planning. Tip number 1, create a will if you don't have one. Many people never get around to creating a will, not even buying a will in a box at a stationery store or setting one up online. A solid will drafted with the guidance of an estate planning attorney may cost you more than a will in a box, but it may prove to be some of the best money you have ever spent. A valid will may save your heirs from some expensive headaches linked to probate and ambiguity. Tip number 2, complement your will with related documents. Depending on your estate planning needs, this could include a trust or multiple trusts, durable financial and medical powers of attorney, a living will, and other items. You should know that a living will is not the same thing as a durable medical power of attorney. A living will makes your wishes known when it comes to life-prolonging medical treatments, and it takes the form of a directive. A durable medical power of attorney authorizes another party to make medical decisions for you, including end-of-life decisions, if you become incapacitated or otherwise unable to make these decisions on your own. Tip number 3, review your beneficiary designations. Who is the beneficiary of your IRA? How about your 401k? How about your annuity or life insurance policy? If you aren't sure, then be sure to check the documents and verify who the designated beneficiary is. When it comes to retirement accounts and life insurance, many people don't know that beneficiary designations take priority over bequests made in wills and living trusts. If you long ago named a former spouse as the beneficiary of your life insurance policy, he or she will receive the death benefit when you die, regardless of what your will states. Time has a way of altering our beneficiary decisions. This is why some estate planners recommend that you review your beneficiaries every 2 years. In some states, you can authorize transfer on death, payable on death designations. This is a tactic against probate. TOD designations may permit the ownership transfer of securities, and in a few states, forms of real property and other assets, immediately at your death to the person designated. Tip number 4, create asset and debt lists. Does this sound like a lot of work? It may be. You should provide your heirs with an asset and debt map that they can follow should you pass away, so that they'll be aware of the little details of your wealth. One list should detail your real property and personal property assets. It should list any real estate you own and its worth. It should also list personal property items in your home, garage, backyard, warehouse, storage unit, or small business that have notable monetary worth. Another list should detail your bank and brokerage accounts, your retirement accounts, and any other forms of investments, plus any insurance policies. A third list should detail your credit card debts, your mortgage and or your HELOC, and any other outstanding consumer loans. Tip number 5, think about consolidating your stray IRAs and bank accounts. This could make one of your lists a little shorter. Consolidation means fewer account statements, less paperwork for your heirs, and fewer administrative fees to bear. Tip number 6, let your heirs know the causes and charities that mean the most to you. Have you ever seen bereavement notices requesting that donations be made to an organization or charity in lieu of flowers? If that's something you would like to happen, write down the associations you belong to and organizations you support. Tip number 7, select a reliable executor. Who have you chosen to administer your estate when the time comes? The choice may seem obvious, but consider a few factors. Is there a possibility that your named executor might die before you do? How well does he or she comprehend financial matters or basic principles of estate law? What if you change your mind about the way you want your assets distributed? Can you easily communicate those wishes to that person? Your executor should have copies of your will, forms of power of attorney, and any kind of healthcare proxy or living will. In fact, any of your loved ones referenced in these documents should also receive copies of them. Tip number 8, talk to the professionals. Do it yourself estate planning is not recommended, especially if your estate is complex enough to trigger financial, legal, and/or emotional issues among your heirs upon your passing. Many people have the idea that they don't need an estate plan because they aren't wealthy. Keep in mind, money isn't the only reason for an estate plan. You may not be a millionaire yet, but if you own a business, have a blended family, have kids with special needs, worry about dementia, or cannot stand the thought of probate delays, plus probate fees whittling away at your assets you have amassed, these are good reasons to create and maintain an estate planning strategy. Thanks for joining me today, and remember to download the pre-retirement toolkit at mayapacmoney.com, where you'll learn the 8 essential steps to retirement readiness. I'm Scott Weiss, and don't forget to subscribe for more Weiss Financial tips. See you next time.